Are you curious about what's cooking?
Prince of the Bear here today. We're in Magic Kingdom, the Kingdom of Kingdoms, for some new magic at
Pecos Bill.
Yes, the menu is updated. Maybe with something we actually like this time because we always have hopes for improvements in this park.
It's true.
So remember, as your number one choice of food and entertainment, new stuff means we're here. Remember, she's vegan. I'm not. I'm gonna round up some food.
It's time for Foodie and Chill.
Rice bowl, modified vegan, gluten-free, vegetarian option available.
This rice bowl is the vegan version of the rice bowl. You can do all the meats, but vegan one, all you have to do is say no queso. Everything else is vegan. And then I asked for the crema that they usually put on the flatbread for my bowl. So I'm hoping that it kind of makes it a little bit better. I'm gonna do rice, pico, the crema, and then the beans. The beans are creamy. They're not any different than old Pecos Bill beans. The rice is cooked as you would normally expect it from Pecos Bill. It's pretty dry, and that's fine. The pico is nice. The crema is really what makes this. When you eat all of that together, it is fire. So I highly recommend, if you want to get the rice bowl, ask for the plant-based crema and throw that on there. Whether or not you're vegan, you should try it because to me, it's like a 4.75 out of 5 rice bowls. And though this is not the Satuli create your own bowl that Bear and I have been lamenting for Pecos Bill for several years, it's a step. And we're not gonna hate on a step. So
Pecos Bill, you surprised me. For years and years, we've thought this is something that should happen to Pecos Bill. We've made jokes that Tex-Mex especially, is just reskins of the same food in different variations, be it quesadillas, tacos, rice bowls, burritos, chimichangas, fajitas. It's all the same ingredients. And making a build your own builds one infinite choice. And every step towards that is one step further better than Caviar Starlight Cafe. I know you didn't think this would start this video and not throw some shade at the worst restaurant in all of Magic Kingdom. The princess shakes her head. A lot of you are probably shaking your head, but you come here for Caviar shade. Who else but me? So, starting off with this bowl, as I dig in, my only gripe, and aside from the obvious slander of other restaurants in Magic Kingdom, is that it's time, if you're gonna do a create your own, to go all the way. Create your own means create your own everything. This should be on the menu. This should be the option for no cheese and no protein. In the mobile order app will make your lives a ton easier.
with the crema.
With the crema. You have all the ingredients. Just make it all create your own, and the people will thank you. Don't thank us. Thank them. You know what? Given that we've done so many reviews of Pecos now, I've tried to set aside my previous feelings and give them a flat baseline to start over. The founding of a new friendship, the dawn of a new day, sunset on the old, the moon rising at night, and honestly, I will give credit where credit's due. The improvement is massive. It's really not the ingredients that have really been the problem, it's the execution. The addition of all this in the bowl, the Cowboy Caviar, the Pinto beans, the Cilantro-Lime rice, and then the crema is something that you can't offer anywhere else in Magic Kingdom. You didn't get that at Tortuga's for it, randomly closed. You can't get it at Starlight Ray's. You can't get it at Pinocchio Village House. This is something unique to this side of the park. And if you keep up stuff like this, I might even stop begging for you to close this place and make it Tiana's place. At least as often. This is actually something that I would come here to eat when I was here. Because given my other options, this is looking like a mountain instead of a molehill. I'll give this 3.75 out of 5 claws. Pecos Bill. I think you found gold. Or at least gold-plated.
Steamed green chili cheese tamale, gluten-free, chicken, pork, beef, and vegetarian option available.
I'm trying to predict the foodie future, and I'm feeling like this is going to be the most popular of the bowls here. Now, proteins don't really matter, but they have chicken, they have a pork, and then they have a cherry coke braised beef. I'm a chicken man, above all things. So I got chicken for all the things, but the chicken tamale on the rice bowl, I feel like this is going to be the most popular. You get the same pinto beans, the pulled chicken, with a nice corn tamale underneath, and then the same cilantro-lime rice with the queso cheese spread all around here. Now it's buried, but honestly, this is a much bigger tamale than I was expecting. I was expecting this thing to be like almost lumpia size, given our history of Pecos bill, but they doubled down. It's almost a third of the bowl on its own, and then it's topped with chicken, and then you have the sides. This looks like a complete picture, not 8 different paper bowls spread across the table we've got in the packs here. This is a complete bowl with no notes. Complete, period. And I like that. And you get a nice, whole, thick pieces of chicken. They're definitely not skimping for this new menu, and I hope they keep that up. The delicious looking corn, masa, and the tamale. Let's try this first. I have joked about how they don't season their chicken here. It's like plain Jane, made for all palates chicken. But at least now they learned that you can cook the chicken in some broths and things. You will soak up the seasonings without being too intense. And then at that point, you can season the bowl on your own with hot sauce and the other things that they have here. Just because you have sauces to add to your food is not an excuse not to season your chicken. I don't know how many ways I can say that. This is a massive improvement. I love the tamale. The consistency is good. It pairs well with the chicken. The Cowboy Caviar is a nice citrusy touch on top. It's a 4.25 out of 5 claws. And I honestly can't remember the last thing at Magic Kingdom quick service that I rated that high. It's been a while.
Grilled masa flatbread, vegan, gluten-free.
And here we have the newest on-menu vegan option at Pecos Bill. This is a masa pizza, which very much reminds me of a corn masa that you can get at Sun and Hell Inn. But this one looks a little more pizza-like and less masa-like. So, I don't know where I should start. I feel like I need to get in the center. I'm gonna cut in the center, which is not something I usually do. I'm a crust girl. But I feel like for the sake of this video, I need to get up in the center and I need to get all up on it. Well, this is really hard to cut, actually. Okay, I got half of a bite. Here we go. I think that's plenty. I commit to my mistakes. Cheers. It's giving me taco salad with a thick corn masa. I love like a good piece of corn or masa or whatever. So good. I love that tradition. And I think there's kind of is a Disney-fied, American-fied version of what a good masa would be. Do I think it's the greatest thing in the world? No. But I do think that it is a good addition to Pecos Bill. I really like the strawberry salad, but I feel like this is the replacement for that, and I'm here for it. I will give this a 4 out of 5 pizzas. I do think that the rice bowl is a little bit better than this, though I wish, I do love it. My corn is nice and thick. I don't know, I think the size or thickness of the corn is going to vary based on when you come. But mine is thick, and I think that really makes it. If it's thin, it's probably not going to be as good. But I think the rice bowl is going to be consistently good. Just ask for that crema, and maybe put some, there's Pico on it. Well then yeah, I think just ask for the crema, maybe put a little lettuce on it, and you're good to go.
Dear random corporate Disney worker, you are overworked and severely underpaid. But I'm gonna need you for a little bit, just to be a little bit more brave. I know there's a desire to name things and make it as approachable as possible, but this, while named a grilled masa flatbread, is a huarache. No matter where you put it, you took something called a huarache in Hispanic culture and then you named it something more approachable. I get it. You want people to understand what it is. You don't want them to ask too many questions. But some of these parts are about learning. Walt would have wanted it. I want it for you. Be braver. Just for us. Just sometimes. This is the on-menu plant-based option, and I'm glad that it's here. Because let's be honest, the strawberry salad, while tasty, was kind of a joke. You come to a Pecos Bill Inn, and you got salad with strawberry sauce on it. That was kind of like a slap in the face.
Strawberry sauce wasn't vegan.
Oh, well, salad.
Salad was.
Out the strawberry sauce. It was still a joke. I just need you to go the extra step. Or plus it up, if you will. You know? They're so close to culturally specific food. I love it. And when we ordered this, they actually initially messed up our order. And we tried to add chicken to it. We corrected them before they gave it to us. But clearly, if you wanted the option, you do have the option to add any of the proteins you would normally get on the bowls to the bread. So, while I feel that some of you just enjoy the plant-based options since you're in a park and you're walking and eat all day anyway, if you so desire, you can probably get the proteins added to this parache. I'm just going to go ahead and say it for you. Honestly, I think it's a great option compared to what you had before. Vegans, vegetarians, I feel this is an absolute win. Give it 4 out of 5 claws.
The Southwest Caesar salad, chicken, pork, beef, vegan, and vegetarian options are available.
Here we go, another variation of the create your own bowl, again with chicken because I was obviously too cowardly to order beef or the pork cherry Coke beef. I'm never getting it out of my mind. One day, I will probably try that. Not today, however. For the lighter fare, you have the Southwest Caesar chicken salad. So you have a creamy Verde Caesar dressing with corn, tortilla chips on top, the same Cowboy caviar, and bits of the chicken. It's basically just a salad base instead of the rice base you get in the normal bowl. So if you wanted something a little bit lighter, maybe you're trying to watch that waistline like myself, or you just don't like cilantro, this is a good option. Disney, I'm gonna give it to you. The pieces of chicken in these bowls are absolutely massive. I 1000% do not expect this to continue, but while it's here, I am grateful. That creamy Caesar has a really nice tart tangy going on. It actually does a nice transition from the chicken to the salad. I know some people see the salad as a throwaway, but the crunchies combined with the leaves and the chicken, I feel it's like a chicken grow. I feel like they could do it with a little bit more of the queso fresco. The cheese is in here, but I got like a bit here, but it's a brand new menu. I expect things to like not be perfect execution-wise. What matters is the thought behind it. You've taken what was a horribly boring and uninteresting menu and allowed people to basically make their own bowls and still get that sort of Disney magic. These are exactly the touches this place needed. I still want it closed. But I might actually be a little bit sad if it did this point. I would give this one a solid 3.75 out of 5 claws.
Another rice bowl, gluten-free, chicken, pork, beef, vegetarian, and vegan options available.
Here you have Old Reliable. This is the base, the basic boy, the basic girl, the basic they, them of Pecos Bill, the chicken rice bowl. It is the chicken with nothing else, just the chicken with the rice base and the pinto beans. The pinto beans are vegan, vegetarian, if you will, and then the chicken and the cheese is really the only thing that makes this a non-vegan bowl. But it's looking full, it's looking great. How are you? Look at that. These bowls and this new menu are really an example of small tweaks that make things that wouldn't normally be great on their own very good. The different flavors are punchy without being like overbearing. You're not going to get like too much if you're not like a huge bean person. There's not enough beans here to overpower everything else. The cilantro rice is here, but the cilantro isn't so much that's all you're going to taste. And the chicken is punchy without being like too savory. But together, they're making something that's cohesive, something that's good. And honestly, I wanted to say more bad things about this menu. I really don't have a lot bad to say. It's an improvement. It's the bar. The bar was here, like on the floor, and now it's like right here. Casa Grey is still down here. Columbia House is still down here. Pecos Bill, you're up and coming. You're a contender now. I would give this 4.25 out of 5 claws. Pecos Bill, you have surprised me Surprised me, surprised me.
I think that you are now the wildest ride in the wilderness.
It was definitely a ride. It was definitely wild. And honestly, I think you're right. You're creeping into like the top 2 position maybe in terms of Magic Kingdom.
I'm into it. I'm way more into it than I was before.
I had zero faith in you. And honestly, I want to apologize for not having any faith that you could do better. And you did. No more shame. For now.
I still think Pecos Bill needs to do the Satuli treatment with their bowls.
That is the one note, is that you need to add the no protein and no cheese version to the mobile app.
Yes.
It's easier on you, it's easier on us, easier on the cast members. Do it. So easy. So just another couple drop downs.
And add the crema too, because that sets it.
She's in love with the crema.
It's so good.
But I want to know what you guys think. A lot of you tagged us in this. Wanted to make sure that we're going to do this. We're here, mostly because you asked so many times. So thank you for that. And if there's anything else you'd like to see us do, of course, as always, the comments will be a place to find us. Hit the notification bell if you want to see other videos like this. And
we have new videos 5 days a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
we'll see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment and or continue to tag us on these themes so we can make sure we get them out for you, Bear's just going to yeet himself into a wall.
Or I'm going to quit this channel and I'm going to go work at Starlight Cafe.
Or you're going to do both.
You heard the girl.
Multiple yeetings into the wall while you're at Cosmic Rays.
This is just going to be a yeet channel then, I guess. But you heard the girl.